We stopped at function of kidney.
Yeah, we have started the function of kidney. So look, Hamna and Ivan, I told in the last class, I taught in the last class that excretion, that is the process of removal of nitrogenous waste from our body, is called excretion. And in excretory system, basically we remove urea from our body, and urea is very poisonous. So we remove urea from our body, and urea is the component of urine, right? So basically the removal of urine from the body is called excretion, and urine is made up of two things: urea plus water. But if we talk about the other animals, they, not every animal excrete the urea. So excretion can be of following type. So there are certain animals which we call ammonotelic, 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 or the process called ammonotelism. So basically they are those organisms which remove nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. They are called ammonotelic. Example: leech, arthropoda. Then there are certain animals which remove uric acid, right? Not ammonia, not urea, uric acid, right? So we call those organisms ureotelic. So ureotelic are those organisms which excrete urea from their body, like humans, right? So we are called ureotelic. Next, third one is uricotelic. Uricotelic are those organisms which remove nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid. So we call them uricotelic. Example: lizard. The fourth one is aminotelic or aminotelism. AMINOTELISM. So aminotelism is the process in which any animal remove directly amino acid from their body in the form of nitrogenous waste. We call them aminotelism. Last but not the least, fifth one is guanotelism. So guanotelism, in guanotelism, those animals which remove nitrogenous waste in the form of guanine. Guanine is a nitrogenous base substance, right? Example is spider. So we call them guanotelism. So excretion in this world is of 5 types. First one is ammonotelic, ureotelic, uricotelic, aminotelic, and guanotelic. So there are 5 kind of the excretion, right? Is it clear? Just you have to note it on the only heading and example, like what they remove from their body. Did you got it? You have not to note it down each and every example. Just one example. Martin, did you got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hyman and Amna, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so I have explained all these concepts in last class. Human excretory system, I was here, right? So this diagram is very important. Last class, I told already that this diagram is very important, right? And I'm just going to give a brief about this diagram. Otherwise, we have already covered this diagram, but you need to understand this diagram before going deep into this topic. So this is the human excretory system. Mainly means the excretory system of our body. So what happens in last class, I have told you, we are eating the protein. Because of protein, formation of urea is taking place. So where does the formation of urea takes place in human body? Martin, where does the formation of urea takes place?
In the kidney.
Where?
In the kidney.
Hey, come on. I didn't told that. Please go through with your notebook.
Okay, it's
Urea cycle takes place in, I've just dictated this, I remember. Hamna and Hyman, can you tell me where does the urea formation takes place?
the urinary bladder.
Sorry. Yes, Martin, please. Where does urea formation takes place? No. I'm unable to listen you. Okay, so somebody text me. No, Hamna, it's not kidney.
The liver.
Sorry, Martin?
Liver.
Very good, excellent. It takes place in liver, right? So urea formation, that is the point. I know that's what the misconception with the student. They generally thinks that urea formation takes place in kidney. That is wrong. Look, we eat protein, and due to protein metabolism, means breakdown of protein, right? So due to protein metabolism, urea formation takes place. Urea formation takes place in liver, right? So this is the liver. In liver, what happens? Urea formation takes place, and the urea formation takes place with the help of a cycle, and that is called urea cycle. So even I have told you in the last class that urea formation takes place where? In liver. All of you have to write it down, whatever I am jotting down whiteboard. Urea formation takes place in liver, and in liver the urea formation takes place due to urea cycle, right? Then what happens? Urea is formed. Now this urea get mixed with the blood, right? So now the blood become contaminated, right? So blood and urea mixing takes place. Now the blood become contaminated. If urea will stay in our blood even for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, will die. So you must have listened, a person whose kidney got failed, he died, right? So if our kidney got failed, will die, right? Why? Because urea will mix with the blood, and urea is very poisonous substance. It can destroy all of our organ. So there is a mechanism of removal of this urea from blood. What happened? Now this urea and blood, we have a filter in our body. So that filter is called kidney, right? What will happen? There is a two kidney. There are two kidney, right? And these kidney work like filter. So this kidney, what it do? It do not form urea, rather than it filter urea. It filter, first function is filter urea, and by filtration it purify the blood. Purify blood. Urine formation takes place in kidney. Urea formation takes place in liver, but urine formation takes place in kidney. What happens? Urine formation takes place in kidney. Purify blood, and urine formation takes place, right? What happened? The contaminated blood will come out. Contaminated blood will come in from this pipe and will go as pure blood, right? Or purified. Now what will happen? There is another pipe through which urine will come out, right? Urine will come out. So this kidney will take the blood, take the blood and filter it and extract urea from it and some amount of the water. Then urine formation takes place. So what is the urine? Urine is nothing but this is the combination of urea plus water. So every time blood goes into the kidney, it takes some amount of the water from the blood. So that's why water deficiency takes place. And we keep on drinking the water because this water is getting deficient in our, right? That's how the urine formation, this urine start getting collected. So tell me, all of you three, Hamna, Hyman, and Martin, is this concept is crystal clear?
Yeah, yes.
Hamna and Hyman, did you note it down?
Yes, sir.
Note it down.
Yeah.
So please keep on noting down these flow chart and diagram. It will make you understand, right? And if you'll do by this way, You'll never forget this concept, right? So we call it schematic chart, right? So this is the best way to study the biology, schematic chart. Even we use this technique for the medical students as well, right? So this is the best way to study, right? This diagram is very important for you, your school examiners. Normally, school teacher and board examiners, they ask this kind of question. Please draw the well-leveled diagram of the human excretory system. Then you have to draw this diagram, and you will get some of the mark, very good amount of the mark, right? So look, there are two kidneys, and both of the kidney are not equal. So we have most of the organ in our body, they are present in pairs, but out of these two pair, both of the unit are not similar. Even this ear and this ear both are not similar. This hand, both hands are not similar. They are different in size, sometimes texture, sometimes shape, sometimes capability, right? So physically and physiologically they are different. Physically, generally they are different, right? Both eyes are not exact in their shape, right? So they are different. Look, and it has been proven. So look, there is a pipe called aorta, right? Aorta, where it is found, this is in heart, right? So aorta is a pipe which arises from the heart. Blood comes to the kidney through the aorta. Then it goes to every kidney, right? So this pipeline which takes the blood to the kidney, this is called renal artery. So renal artery, it takes the impure blood to the kidney. Then blood goes inside the kidney. These are the kidney. Filtration takes place. Then purified blood comes back with the help of these blue colored pipes. These blue colored pipes are called renal vein, right? So from right renal vein and from left renal vein, the purified blood comes. And again, this purified blood go to inferior vena cava, where inferior vena cava is found in heart, right? So impure blood come from heart, means urea mixed blood, not oxygenated, deoxygenated. Urea mixed blood comes from the heart with the help of aorta, and after the filtration of urea, it goes to the heart with the help of inferior vena cava. Then, what kidney did? Kidney takes some amount of the water, as we have discussed few minutes back. Kidney takes some amount of the water from the blood, and it takes urea. So urea plus water get collected, and this is called urine. This urine is sent out of the kidney with the help of some pipe. These are called ureter, right? So left ureter and right ureter. This both of the ureter, they bring the urine from kidney to the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a pouch-like structure where every time urine get filled, right? When this urinary bladder get filled, we need to go for urination. Even in the last class, I have mentioned that this urinary bladder, there is an opening of urinary bladder that is called urethra. Urethra is the pipeline which is responsible for removal of urine from our body, right? This urethra, this urinary bladder, it have two wall-like structure called sphincter muscles. So primary sphincter and secondary sphincter. There are two wall-like sphincter. So these sphincter muscle, they guard the this urinary bladder. So whenever we need to go for urination, when we feel that we have to go for urine, then first sphincter muscle open. Then when we go for urine, actual removal of the urine, then the second sphincter open, right? So that's how the human excretory system works. Tell me if you have any doubt. Amna, Ayman, and Martin, please tell me. Is that clear to all of you?
Yeah, it's clear.
Amna and
Yes,
Ayman?
sir.
Okay. So please take this screenshot as well and draw it after the class, because if you will draw right now, that will take lots of time. Right. So look, kidney is working like the RO system that is present in your house. So there is a big RO. You must have seen in your school. You must have seen in your home. So have you seen that RO? Use that RO? Water purifier?
Water purifier, right?
Sorry.
Water purifier, right?
Right. Yes, water purifier. So inside the water purifier, there are some small filter. So this kidney work like that water purifier. And kidney is made up of number of these small filter. Those filter are called nephrons, right? So now let me tell you the structure of kidney. So let me tell you the structure of. This is the human kidney, and human kidney is made up of this kind of the structure. It is made up of this kind of the structure. That is human kidney. So you need not to go deep into that much deep, right? Human kidney is made up of small. So you need not to take the screenshot. Just I'm telling you, this is a human kidney, right? Right. So human kidney, this is the renal artery from where the impure blood comes, and this is the renal vein from where the purified blood goes out, right? And this pipeline which collect the urine, that is called ureter, right? Now you can see one more important thing, that there are capsule. So this covering, this outer covering is called capsule. Inside there are some small this kind of the structure, and we call this structure nephrons, right? So these are the nephron. So nephron are this small unit which help in the filtration of the kidney, right? So every kidney is made up of millions of nephron, right? So every kidney is made up of millions of nephrons. So this is my handmade diagram. So those nephrons are responsible for the filtration of the blood, or rather blood, we can say they are responsible for the filtration of urea. This is the urinary bladder, you need not to go for that. So let me tell you, this is a nephron, right? This is the structure of nephron. That is important for you, that you have to remember. This is also a nephron. So do you have this diagram or this diagram in your book? Please tell me. Do you have this diagram?
It's in the textbook.
This one diagram?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll explain this diagram only, right? This is the structure of nephron, right? So look, every kidney is made up of approximately 11 lakhs to 13 lakh nephron. One kidney is made up of 11 to 13 lakh nephron, right? Now you can imagine. Look, so these are the small filter which are found inside the kidney. So what happened? Now this structure, you can this part, this capsule like part, or this ball like part, this is called glomerulus, right? Glomerulus. And now the first this part is called proximal convoluted tubule, PCT. So in short we call it PCT, proximal convoluted tubules, right? Proximal term is near. So this folding is near, this tube is near to this glomerulus, that's why we call PCT. Proximal means proximity, means which is near, right? We call it proximal convoluted tubule. Now this folded tubule, this go downward, right? It make a U-shaped structure. This U-shaped structure, you can see this is the U-shaped structure. This U-shaped structure is called loop of Henle, right? So this, I am talking about this yellow color. Just don't see other blue and red color structure. Just see the yellow color structure. This first part is glomerulus. Then there is a tube called proximal convoluted tubule, PCT. Then this U-shaped structure is called loop of Henle. Then another this pipeline comes. this one, and comes over here, right? Now this pipeline, this part of the pipeline is called DCT, digital convoluted tubule. Distal means which is in distance or which is away from the. So this part is away from glomerulus. That's why we call distal tubule, means away the tube which is away from the glomerulus. This is called proximal tubule, PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal means which is near to glomerulus. Convoluted means folded, tubules mean tube, right? So that's why we, in short, we call PCT. Proximal convoluted tubule is called PCT. Distal convoluted tubule, which is distal means away from the glomerulus. Convoluted means folded, tubules mean tubule. So we call it DCT, right? So this is the DCT. And finally, this pipeline, which you can see, this is called collecting duct, because collecting means which collect. What collect? It collect urine, and duct means pipeline. So urine collecting pipeline is called collecting duct, right? So this is the structure. Now what happens with every filter? There is a pipeline. This is called arteriole. This arteriole pipeline is small artery, small part of artery. It comes from the renal artery, right? So renal artery, from renal artery, impure blood comes. Glomerulus is a filter where blood got filtered, and pure blood go out of the body with the help of this pipeline, which is called renal vein. So renal vein, it brings back this blue color structure. This is called renal vein. It brings back the pure blood, right? So pure blood goes out of the kidney, pure blood, right? Or from here it comes impure blood, means urea mixed blood, impure blood, right? Now what happened when it goes to the impure blood, goes to the glomerulus? Glomerulus is a ball like a filter where it takes the urea, and again it takes the some amount of the water. Urea and water, first it goes to the PCT, then it goes to the loop of Henle, then it goes to the DCT. When reaches here, this convert into urine, and this is collected by this duct called collecting duct, and urine formation takes place. Now all collecting duct, they collect the urine and gives to ureter. That's how the urine formation takes place. Tell me, is it clear or not?
Yeah, clear.
Clear? What about you both, Amna and Ayman? Please tell me first, then we'll go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Clear.
Great. What's about you, Hamna? You can message me if your microphone is not working. No issue. So please take the screenshot and put the heading, the function of nephron, and urine formation. Put the heading, function of nephron and urine formation. Please start noting down, jot down. Each kidney consists of more than 1 million nephron. Full stop. Nephron is structural. Nephron is structural and functional unit of nephron is structural and functional unit of kidney. Full stop. Next point. Each nephron consists of glomerulus, comma. Look, one more thing which I want to mention you, that the filter which is present inside, that is called glomerulus, and this complete structure, this complete ball like this is called Bowman's capsule. So Bowman's capsule is that complete structure, and inside Bowman's capsule means this is Bowman's capsule. Look, let me tell you. I want to make you more clear so that you don't get confused. Look, from here you can understand. Look, this structure is called this structure, this complete structure. This is called Bowman's capsule, and inside Bowman's capsule there is a filter which is called glomerulus. Clear? This cover is called Bowman's capsule, and inside Bowman's capsule there is a glomerulus, right? So you can compare over here. So this complete cover is called Bowman's capsule, right? And inside Bowman's capsule there is a filter called glomerulus, right? Now you can understand. So I was dictating that each nephron is consist of glomerulus, comma, a cup-shaped Bowman's capsule, comma, PCT, comma, loop of Henle, and DCT. Next point. The filtration of blood takes place in glomerulus. Filtration of blood takes place in glomerulus. Filtration of blood takes place in glomerulus. And after the filtration, glomerulus takes, after the filtration, glomerulus takes the water and urea, from blood, full stop. The filtered blood goes out. The filtered blood goes out of glomerulus, full stop. Next point. The urea, next point, the urea and other excretory material along with water. So glomerulus have filtered the blood and it have taken excretory material from the blood. This excretory material, we cannot call it urine here. we call it filtrate here. What we call it? Filtrate, right? Now this filtrate, why we call it filtrate? Why we can't call it urine? Because this liquid it will have very important material which need not to go out of the body. So we call it filtrate. When this filtrate have urine plus some important material like minerals, sodium, potassium, glucose, right? These kind of things. When this filtrate will pass from PCT, loop of Henle, and DCT, body will take back those important nutrients and it will leave only urea and water. So now when this filtrate reaches at this point here, then we can use the term urine, right? Where in collecting duct urine term can be used, but in PCT, DCT, loop of Henle, the urine which is present, we cannot use the urine term before that. Is this point clear to you? Please tell me. Martin,
Yes,
Ayman,
sir.
and Amna. Clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Great.
After
Great.
which water then?
After the like this DCT, right? After DCT, when this filtrate reaches to this collecting duct, then we use the term urine, right? So please start noting now. The excretory material collected by Bowman's capsule, the excretory material collected by Bowman's capsule is known as filtrate. Full stop. Keep on writing in the same point. Full stop. Filtrate have urea, water, minerals, glucose, amino acid, and other important substance.
So can you repeat?
Right. Filtrate contain urea, water, minerals, glucose, amino acid, and other important substance along with nitrogen waste. Full stop. Next point. When filtrate passes through PCT, loop of Henle, PCT, loop of Henle, and DCT. The important substances are taken back. Important substance are taken back by the kidney, by the body, from filtrate by absorption process. Full stop. Next point. When filtrate reaches to collecting duct, we call it urine. Tell me, guys, Is that clear? Every point clear or not?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Amna, Hyman, clear?
Yes, sir.
There is a term, we call it micturiation. So this is very deep. Write it down, the term micturiation. M-I-C-T-U M-I-C-T-U-R-I-T-I-O-N. Micturiation. This is important. They can ask you what is the micturiation in 2-pointer or 1-marker question. Removal, please note it down. Removal of urine. Removal of urine. Removal of urine from our body. Removal of urine from our body is called micturiation. Removal of urine from our body is called micturiation.
How do you spell that, sir?
Sorry,
Victoriation. How do you spell that?
micturiation spelling
Yes, sir.
M-I-C-T-M-I-C-T-U-R-I-T-I-O-N. Micturiation. Right. Now, the last topic, that is hemodialysis. What is the hemodialysis? This hemodialysis is also known as artificial kidney. So put the heading artificial kidney and hemodialysis. So do you know what is that? Dialysis, I think you all must have listened this term. What is a dialysis? Did you listen this term or not? Dialysis. Listen. What about you? Amna and Ivan. You must have listened definitely this term. That the particular person is on dialysis. Yes. So when kidney get damaged, then the person need dialysis. So when kidney get damaged, it means urine formation is not taking properly. Right. So what happened? It means when kidney not work properly or urine formation do not takes properly, what happened? Urea collection starts in our body. Means urea percentages start increasing in our body. If it will increase enormously, what will happen? Person will die. So doctor suggests that your kidney is not working. Do one thing. Every week or in every 3 days or in every 15 days, go for dialysis. So dialysis is artificial kidney. When a person whose kidney is not working has been sent to hospital for dialysis, the person is made to lay down or sit down in a chair or in a bed. What happened? This is the equipment used for hemodialysis. Look, this is the person. Blood is taken out from radial artery. There is a pipeline or there is a tube. We call it radial artery. So blood is removed from the radial artery. Blood is taken from the radial artery. When blood comes out, we put an injection. That is heparin injection. Heparin is a hormone which is anti-clotting agent. Means it do not allow blood to clot. Right. So whenever the blood is, because blood is coming out of the body. Right. So when blood come out of the body with the help of this pipeline, and blood is taken from the radial artery of man, right, human, right? So radial artery, blood is taken. Then there is a blood pump. There is a motor. This motor pump the blood. Then this blood goes into the inside this chamber. Inside this chamber, there is a liquid called dialyzer. When blood passes through the dialyzer, so inside this equipment, there are very small thin kind of the pipeline, right? When blood goes inside this chamber, this dialyzer, what happens? This dialyzer take only urea from the blood and it do not take rest of the component. Dialyzer take only urea, right? Urea is absorbed and removed from the body. Then purified blood goes back to the our body, and the clean blood return to the body, right? So now clean blood goes back to the body. That's how the dialyzer works. So dialyzer is also known, or rather than hemodialysis is also known as artificial kidney. So this is used for those people whose kidney is not working, right? Did you got that?
Yes, sir.
Take the screenshot, and other than human, you can make the diagram. That is also important. Put the heading artificial kidney or hemodialysis. It is used for where kidney is partially or totally, it is used where the kidney is partially or totally not working, partially or totally not working, full stop. In artificial kidney, filtration of the patient blood takes place. Full stop. Next point. The patient is said to be put on dialysis. Patient is said to be put on dialysis, and the process of purifying blood, by artificial kidney is called hemodialysis. All right. Put the next heading, process of hemodialysis. In next class, I will explain it. We have already discussed that process of hemodialysis. Next class, I'll complete this topic in next starting 5 minutes of the class. Then we will move in the next topic. And is there any heading which is left in your notebook, textbook? Please go through with your textbook topic and tell me. Is there any topic which is left behind? Tell me any heading which is left behind. And is there any confusion? Ayman, Martin?
Yeah, I'm checking.
Got it? Ayman, what about you? Did you got all point as it was your first class?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I
fine.
don't think you left any topic, so.
Yes, Martin?
Excretion, right? You're talking.
Yeah, excretion, we have completed excretion.
Okay, so there's no topic left.
Fine. Okay. So again, I will take the class in next next class. And next class I'll complete this small, like there are small. You have to tell me that you have to jot it down, the process of filtration. Then we'll start with the next topic, and the next topic will be, I think it should be. No, there are some things, like I'll tell you, like what is the no diseases or not there. No, we'll start the next topic. Next topic will be, what should be the next topic? What is the next topic? Control and coordination. Is that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll start with the control and coordination as well. Fine. So see you guys in next class. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Abdullah, did you got the topic? I think you have joined us late. So did you got this process?